What's going on, guys? We're back once again, and we're going to be continuing the journey that I have been on lately for reviewing series. Now, again, I have reviewed so many different things in this series, in this show, that you guys should already know. If anyone doesn't know this show, then by all means, check it out. And what I'm talking about is Supernatural. If you guys have never seen Supernatural, you are missing out. There's people that I've met that have not watched Supernatural. And it went on for a glorious 15 years. And there have been so many people that I've heard that get into this show and they love it for multiple reasons. And the reason why I personally love this show is not only the characters, the story, the acting, the actors. They do such a badass job. This show really combines brotherhood, loyalty, family issues, friend issues. You guys name it. This show covers all kinds of personal issues. No matter, and if you guys are not firmly aware what this show's about, stars Jensen Ackles as Dean Winchester, Jed Padalecki as Sam Winchester. Two brothers that are looking for their father, that go on this journey of trying to get revenge for their mother's death, as well as fighting demons, angels, creatures, and all kinds of random things throughout the world of Supernatural. In the badass black Chevy Impala that they drive in the show, hunting different monsters, fighting different entities in the world. This show, again, from action, horror, thriller, adventure, you name it. My favorite character was Dean. And the reason why I really connected with Dean is because him being the older brother and him having to force to grow up as quick as he did to not only provide for Sam, but to protect Sam, listen to his dad and also help his dad even when his dad had, downs and was always on the road and always hunting, and then having to make decisions and always having to put the family first before himself. I really connected to that. And then losing friends, because of multiple reasons, or, having issues with his mom or his dad or his brother or just multiple people in his life. And I really connected with this show on massive levels. This show really helped me a lot through a lot of depression. It still does. It helps me with a lot of issues that I have going on in my personal life, that I've had going on in my personal life. It has helped me go through, okay, what would Dean or Sam do in this situation? How would they fight it? How would they go about it? And I think that's a very amazing thing to have when you have such a show that this does, how it impacts your life, of how you may want to approach a girl or something. Like, okay, how would Dean approach this girl? Or how would Sam, make amends with his dad? Or how would Dean make amends with his mom? Or vice versa? How would they try to make amends with a friend? Or how would they feel about betrayal? Or about, a good friend not keeping in contact with you, or something. And again, I go through all these things, and the show really goes into a deep of about family. And one of my favorite lines is, family don't end with blood, and that is perfectly true. There's ones that I've met that act more of my family than actual blood relation of family. And there's some that show it, and there's some that don't. And it is your decision at the end of the day. Of the old saying goes, just because your blood doesn't make you family. And again, it does show. This show really goes into not just about, the horror aspect of it. It goes into a lot of the issues that you have as whether it be a teenager, a young adult, or an adult, or anything. Now, me, I am still a young adult. I'm in my late 20s. So again, rewatching some of these episodes, I get more now than I did back then, because I'm in that age group now as these characters. So I get it more now because of the responsibilities you have to your family, the responsibilities you have to the world, to I guess the world, to the to protect yourself, to protect your family, to provide for your family, and always be there for your family. And I loved most of these characters, man. Let me tell you. I mean, Dean, Sam, Cass, John, Mary, uh, you know, I'm thinking right now, Jody, um, the other girls, Charlie. Charlie was probably one of my favorites. Charlie, she was literally one of my favorite characters in this show. And then Rowena was amazing. Crowley, all these. I mean, the way they did it, man. I mean, mixing all these ones, the gods and these deities and these angels and demons and ghosts and creatures, werewolves, vampires, shapeshifters, you name it, was in this show. And they did such an amazing job. Again, they used a lot of lore. Now, there was some episodes of Supernatural that was probably not the best, out of my opinion, but it was still good. It wasn't like, oh my god, it's the best thing, you know. Supernatural has its issues. It does. But at the same time, Supernatural is one of those you can kick back, relax, have a good time, and just forget about your issues. And maybe some ways you see a character that helps you with your issues. I mean, because that happened with me all the time. There was times when I would be watching a show of Supernatural, and certain words that was used or certain situations really hit the nail on the coffin for me. And what I mean by that is I have to say, for example, with the issues that Sam had with his dad, you know, perfect example. Or the issues Dean had with his dad or his mom, perfect example. Or even with Sam, or even with Cass, or with Jack, or with Crowley, or with anybody. I mean, there's so many, you know, of how you deal with your family and how you deal with yourself. I mean, you know, with anxiety, with depression, with your, you know, the world, the way the world treats you, the way the world sees you, the way you want to see the world, and the way you have to be, you know, you have to be in this box. And it shows throughout the show, you don't have to be in this box. It's okay to be unique. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be unusual, you know, but also be yourself at the same time and always be true to yourself. So that's the reason why I love this show so much. I love this show so much because it still makes me laugh. It can still make me cry. It can still get like, oh man, you know, I can't believe this is going on, or, you know, I can't believe this is happening, or damn, you know, I can't believe that this happened. You know, even though I've seen so many episodes several times, there's some episodes I may not fully remember because I haven't seen them so long, but it makes me just like, damn, man, I can't believe we got this far. Because I remember watching this in '06 when I was a teenager. I was like 13 or 14 when this show came out. And I'm 29 now. So I grew up watching Supernatural. I did. I went through a lot of my teen years watching Supernatural. And I'm very happy I did. I'm very happy that Supernatural has helped a lot of people like me in the world. And I'm very happy that Supernatural is still going hard, even after being off, what, about a year or two now? And it's still going hard. There's you know, talks for a spinoff, which I'm very happy that they're doing. There could have been another spinoff with Jody and the girls as well. I would love to see that as well. But again, you know, sometimes show gets picked up, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, guys, what are your thoughts about Supernatural? Have you guys ever watched it? If you guys have not watched it, I highly recommend you do. It is worth it. It is worth a great time. It is worth getting invested in, getting involved in. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts about it. Who's your favorite character? Who is your not favorite character? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.